transportation. Restructuring transport to emphasize rail, light rail, and bus rapid transit would save energy while making walking and cycling safer. Moving from oil to electricity reaps big gains. A new automotive economy. Plug-in hybrid electric vehicles, PHEVs, running primarily on emissions-free electricity generated by the wind and the sun would allow for low-carbon commuting, grocery shopping, and other short-distance travel. Combining a shift to PHEVs with widespread wind farm construction would allow drivers to recharge batteries at a cost equivalent of less than $1 per gallon of gasoline. Plan B energy efficiency measures. Replacing fossil fuels with renewables, wind, solar, geothermal, other, small-scale hydro, tidal and wave power, biomass. Harnessing the wind. Centerpiece of Plan B energy economy. Abundant. North Dakota, Kansas, and Texas alone could satisfy US energy needs. Widespread, in every country. Increasingly inexpensive. Plan B goal. 3 million MW of installed capacity worldwide by 2020. Need 1.5 million 2 MW turbines installed by 2020. The power of the sun. Technologies include photovoltaics, PV, solar thermal power plants, solar hot water and space heaters. Sunlight hitting the earth in 1 hour could power global economy for 1 year. Plan B goal. Solar heating and electricity each exceed 1 million MW installed capacity by 2020. Geothermal, energy from the earth. Heat in the upper 6 miles of Earth's crust, contains 50,000 times the energy found in global oil and gas reserves. Plan B goal. Increase geothermal heating 5-fold to 500,000 thermal MW and geothermal electricity production 20-fold to 200,000 MW by 2020. World electricity generation by source in 2008. And in the Plan B economy of 2020. Ending net deforestation by 2020 will reduce annual CO2 emissions by 1.5 billion tons of carbon. Planting trees, and adopting less intensive farming, and land management practices can stabilize soils, and sequester carbon. Adding these measures to our renewable energy goals will allow us to reduce net CO2 emissions 80% by 2020. Plan B carbon dioxide emissions. Reduction goals for 2020. Putting a price on carbon. Problem. Price of fossil fuels does not reflect costs of climate change. Markets not telling ecological truth. Solution. Tax restructuring. Plan B proposal. Raise tax on carbon emissions by $20 per ton each year to reach $200 per ton of carbon by 2020. Offset carbon tax with reduction in income tax. A wartime mobilization. Upon entering World War II, the US mobilized resources and completely restructured its economy within months. Saving civilization will require action equal in urgency, but much larger in scale. We have the technologies necessary to implement Plan B. What is needed now is the political will to do so. Pieces of the puzzle. Countries and cities around the world give a sense of what is possible. In Copenhagen, 36% of commuters bike to work. Iran cut its rapid population growth rate from 4.2% in the early 1980s to 1.3% in 2006 through national literacy, health, and family planning programs. China has 27 million rooftop solar water heaters harnessing energy equal to the output of 49 coal-fired power plants. Japan's high-speed rail system moves hundreds of thousands of passengers each day, measuring delays in seconds. Pieces of the puzzle. Once almost treeless, South Korea has reforested 65% of its land. In the Philippines, 19 million people get electricity from geothermal power plants. Over the last quarter century, the United States reduced soil erosion 40% by retiring cropland and practicing conservation tillage, while increasing the grain harvest 20%. In Germany, a systematic shift of taxes from labor to energy reduced annual CO2 emissions by 20 million tons and created 250,000 jobs between 1999 and 2003. Denmark gets more than 20% of its electricity from wind and is aiming for 50%. Proposals for more than 100 coal-fired power plants in the United States have been shelved since 2001. The choice is ours. Will we stay with business as usual and preside over an economy that continues to destroy its natural support systems until it destroys itself? Or will we adopt Plan B and be the generation that changes direction, moving the world onto a path of sustained progress? The choice is ours. It will be made by our generation, but it will affect life on Earth for all generations to come. Visit our website for more information and free full-text copies of all Earth Policy Institute publications, www.earthpolicy.org.